Should you make friends after 70? Have you ever pondered the true essence of forming new friendships in your golden years? As we grow older, the dynamics of our social lives undergo significant changes. Could it be that the connections we establish later in life hold as much, if not more, significance than those we formed in our youth? In this exploration, we delve into why making friends after 70 can be a transformative journey. What joys and challenges await those who open their hearts to new connections? Join us as we uncover the profound benefits of friendship in later life and discover how these relationships can enrich our lives in unexpected ways. If you're curious about the power of companionship and the unique journey of friendship in your later years, stay tuned. You won't want to miss the insights and stories that await. And remember, if you enjoy this content, please like and comment with a loving 2. Or if you have suggestions, drop a heart and comment 7 to help us improve future videos. Don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Wisdom for more valuable insights and stories. 1. The fatigue of maintaining relationships. As we age, the allure of constantly building or maintaining new relationships often diminishes. The excitement of discovering the world and connecting with others, so vibrant in youth, transforms into a sense of completion for many older adults. They feel they have already traversed the path of social integration and no longer need to revisit it. Aging brings a sense of freedom and understanding that societal expectations of maintaining new social ties are unnecessary. Many seniors feel they have given enough, heard enough, and experienced the full spectrum of friendship, love, and understanding. Life in old age becomes about relaxation after a long journey of social interactions where conflicts and changes are no longer seen as challenges worth facing. For many, the heart is not closed, but filled with enough experiences and emotions, seeking only peace. Maintaining relationships can feel like keeping a fire constantly burning, requiring effort, care, and investment of time and spirit. Older adults recognize that not every relationship needs to burn forever. Some can be left to cool, becoming warm memories and past milestones. In the philosophy of aging, one of the greatest wisdoms is realizing that not every relationship needs to last forever. Letting go of connections doesn't mean loneliness. It means freedom. This freedom is the essence of old age, a liberation from depending on others for happiness or validation. They no longer need external affirmation to know who they are. The highs and lows, experiences, and even disappointments have created a complete and peaceful self. 2. Prioritizing personal time and freedom. In later years, time becomes an invaluable treasure that many seniors choose to keep for themselves, rather than spending it on distant acquaintances or social obligations. After dedicating decades to raising families, growing careers, and nurturing social connections, older adults often feel it's time to reclaim their lives and settle into the comfort of their own space. These years are like the final chapters of a book, where each line is savored, each page turned with care, and every moment lived with intention. Many find that aging brings an extraordinary sense of freedom, a release from the need to meet external expectations, maintain appearances, or nurture relationships that no longer feel fulfilling. This isn't just about having extra hours in the day, but a deep personal freedom to be who they truly are. It's the freedom to indulge in what they love without worrying about others' opinions or judgments. Prioritizing personal time becomes a way of rediscovering forgotten passions and joys. They return to hobbies once set aside, from reading cherished books to tending a garden or taking peaceful walks, to simply watching the sunset with no schedule to keep. These simple pleasures, now enjoyed without the rush of earlier years, bring a calm happiness and peaceful contentment. 3. The fear of loss or changes in relationships. Relationships often bring with them a deep-seated fear that is not always visible. The fear of loss, separation, and inevitable changes. Older adults have experienced all the vibrant stages of life: close friendships, passionate love, and family bonds. However, they have also witnessed many relationships fade away, loved ones leave, and shifts in emotions between people. This makes them more cautious, choosing to keep their distance rather than opening up to new relationships or maintaining complex social interactions. Loss in relationships is not just about physical departure. It also includes changes in mental state, emotions, or a growing distance in perspectives and life values. For seniors, forming a new relationship carries the risk of facing the pain of a bond breaking. They understand that time can erode feelings, creating invisible distances that no one can bridge. Thus, instead of opening up, they choose to protect themselves from unnecessary wounds, keeping a separate, independent life as their way of avoiding uncomfortable emotions when a relationship no longer holds the same meaning. This fear goes beyond the loss of current relationships. It also encompasses the fear of changes in oneself and others as time goes on. Aging and health issues bring many changes to life. Older adults fear that they may no longer have the capacity to sustain a strong friendship or worry that they could become a burden if their health deteriorates. 4. Shifts in perception and life values. As the years pass, older adults carry with them an evolved sense of awareness and a profound shift in life values. They look back on their lives with a clearer, wiser perspective, recognizing what is worth cherishing and what can be let go. In this long journey, they come to realize that life is not a relentless race to connect and expand social networks. Instead, it is a journey to seek meaning, peace, and acceptance, things that once seemed important. Social approval, personal achievements, or the excitement of relationships no longer hold the same allure. Seniors start viewing life through a different lens, one of simplicity and sincerity. They understand that in life, it's not the number of friends or the frequency of social interactions that define one's value. Fleeting encounters and surface-level relationships have lost their significance. Older adults value quality over quantity and choose to maintain connections that provide genuine bonding, understanding, and empathy. Upon entering old age, people also realize that greatness doesn't come from building an image in front of others, but from truly understanding oneself. This change in awareness leads them to reevaluate the values that have guided them throughout life, selectively keeping only what brings real joy and meaning. Seniors learn to live more slowly, no longer rushing to chase things beyond their reach or letting societal expectations dictate their lives. They recognize that connecting with oneself and understanding what truly makes them happy is more important than any external recognition. One of the biggest changes in perception and life values for the elderly is the prioritization of the inner self. After going through the ups and downs of life, they understand that true peace comes from inner tranquility, not from the temporary thrill of social relationships. Activities that once held significance, like attending gatherings, expanding networks, or maintaining casual acquaintances, gradually become less appealing. Instead, they find fulfillment in meditating, reflecting on life, enjoying nature's beauty, and living in harmony with life's natural rhythm. An awareness of the fleeting nature of time and the timeless values of life helps older adults learn to let go, letting go of unnecessary things, unrealistic expectations, and even relationships that no longer fit. This shift in life values brings them lightness and serenity. Sometimes life isn't about a series of new experiences or noisy social interactions, but a quiet companionship with oneself. Ultimately, the change in perception about life's values not only brings calmness, but also helps older adults live more authentically. They are no longer trapped in social roles, no longer needing to pretend to meet others' expectations. They live true to who they are, honest with their feelings and values. 5. High self-reliance and the desire to not depend on others. Old age is often seen as a stage of strong independence and a desire to maintain self-reliance. After many years of living within a society that demands mutual dependence, building families, working in teams, or integrating into social circles, people tend to reclaim their individual selves in their later years. This independence is not just about the ability to take care of oneself physically, but also reflects a spirit of not wanting to rely on anyone. It is a philosophy of living calmly, freely, and with self-respect. For seniors, independence brings a sense of autonomy and control over their lives that they might have lost during other phases of life. They want to make their own choices of life. They want to make their own choices about how they live their daily routines and activities without worrying about burdening or depending on others. Every step, every action, no matter how small, becomes a mark of freedom and self-determination, bringing a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. This independence affirms that they still possess value and capability in taking care of themselves and steering their own lives. Additionally, many older adults have an unspoken fear of becoming a burden to others. They do not want their children to worry, friends to be troubled, or family members to feel obligated to support them. This desire for self-reliance is also a way of preserving their pride and dignity. For many, needing help from others can evoke feelings of unease, discomfort, and even embarrassment. That's why they choose to handle things on their own, calmly facing everyday challenges to retain their self-respect and maximum independence. Avoiding new friendships or not frequently visiting others often stems from a desire to avoid creating dependencies. They fear that building new relationships might bring responsibilities or expectations they don't want to face. A new friend might expect them to share, spend time together, or even lean on them for support, all of which could disrupt the balance and freedom they've established. By keeping a distance from complex social relationships, seniors ensure they don't have to face the feeling of being tied down or drawn into unwanted obligations. In reality, self-reliance is not about isolation or rejecting help from others. Instead, it reflects a resilient spirit, an active way of living, and a deep appreciation for the ability to care for oneself. For older adults, self-reliance symbolizes strength and pride in their ability to continue walking their own path without needing to lean on others. It is a valuable form of freedom. Freedom from social pressures, freedom from others' judgments, and freedom from having to meet anyone's expectations but their own. Self-reliance also helps seniors focus on the things that truly bring them joy and happiness. Rather than investing time in social relationships that require effort, they invest in activities that bring satisfaction to themselves. They cook their favorite meals, tend to their small garden, or simply go for a walk in the park. These seemingly insignificant actions bring deep satisfaction and genuine joy, more than any social gathering could. Ultimately, self-reliance and the desire to not depend on others do not mean that seniors don't want closeness or connection. It's simply their way of finding balance in life, protecting their hearts from unnecessary responsibilities or complexities. This is a calm self-governance, a quiet confidence and wisdom in choosing a way of life that best suits them. They learn to enjoy every moment of life independently, finding joy in simplicity and pride in having built a life they completely own. A life of freedom, peace, and fulfillment. 6. Appreciating and choosing to live life at a slower pace. As time passes and age advances, older adults gradually realize that there is no need to rush through life or be overly concerned with social standards or superficial goals as they once were. They begin to appreciate every moment, every breath, and every small thing that happens around them. For them, slowing down is not a lack of time or energy, but a conscious choice. A way to find deep peace and true happiness. Living slowly is a way for them to escape the stress and pressure that youth and social life once imposed on them. If in the past they were busy with work, trying to please others, maintaining social relationships, and running to meet family or societal expectations, now slowing down brings a sense of freedom and serenity. When there's no longer a need to hurry about anything, older adults find the simple beauty of everyday life. The morning light, the chirping of birds, the aroma of a warm cup of tea. Every moment seems to stretch out, becoming deeper and more meaningful. 7. Changes in living environment and health. As age gradually brings changes to both physical and mental health, the living environment and well-being of seniors become two crucial factors influencing how they approach social relationships. When health is no longer as robust and the ability to adapt to changes in the living environment diminishes. Older adults often have to adjust their lifestyle and communication habits. What may seem like small tasks, such as walking, moving around, or participating in social activities, can become significant challenges, forcing them to reassess the necessity of maintaining or forming new relationships. Health limitations and mobility issues are some of the biggest barriers preventing seniors from making new friends or feeling interested in visiting others. When every step becomes harder, every move requires assistance, or every day is faced with physical pain, socializing or attending gatherings no longer brings the same excitement it once did. Even simple acts like inviting friends over or taking a walk with neighbors can become overwhelming. Instead of feeling pressured by not meeting others' expectations, they choose to narrow their living space and focus on gentle activities within their capabilities. 8. Concerns of complexity and conflict in relationships. In the later stages of life, having gone through many ups and downs, older adults tend to steer clear of complexity and conflict. They have experienced relationships and witnessed enough disputes, arguments, and misunderstandings, things that are inevitably part of social interaction. Therefore, they tend to choose a simpler way of living, with fewer confrontations, and seek peace rather than diving into complex and stressful relationships. One of the things older adults worry about most is the clash of life values. As age brings them to a deeper understanding of life, they gradually recognize that differences in perspectives, beliefs, or lifestyles can lead to unwanted conflicts. Younger generations may have fresh and bold viewpoints, but these can easily clash with the traditional values that seniors hold dear. Since sensitive topics like parenting styles, religion, politics, or financial habits often become sources of tension, for seniors, confronting these debates feels like facing an inner storm. Fatigue, and a sense of losing control. Essential preparations for a fulfilling solo life in old age. Preparing for a fulfilling old age when living alone requires thoughtful planning, intentional habits, and a focus on both physical and emotional well-being. Though the idea of spending our later years independently can seem daunting, many find it deeply satisfying and empowering to embrace this stage of life with confidence. Here are several essential preparations that can help create a meaningful, comfortable, and happy solo journey in old age. Firstly, taking care of physical health is crucial to a fulfilling life alone. As we age, mobility and overall physical capabilities can diminish, so it's wise to establish healthy routines early on that promote strength and endurance. Regular exercise, like walking, swimming, or gentle strength training, keeps the body active and helps prevent injuries, particularly those related to balance, which can become a concern in old age. Along with exercise, maintaining a nutritious diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber supports both the body and mind. Preparing meals that are easy yet healthy can become a ritual in itself, one that brings pleasure and sustenance to daily life. Equally important to a solo lifestyle is cultivating a strong support system. Living alone doesn't have to mean living in isolation. Regular contact with friends, neighbors, or community groups can offer companionship without the need for constant social commitments. Building a reliable circle of people who can check in on you and lend a hand when needed can be tremendously comforting. Technology, such as video calls or social media, can be a wonderful bridge to keep in touch with loved ones who may not live nearby. Staying connected this way ensures that while you may live alone, you're never far from meaningful relationships and support. Financial preparation is also key to a stress-free old age, especially when planning to live independently. Creating a realistic retirement plan, budgeting for potential healthcare costs, and maintaining an emergency fund provide peace of mind and reduce anxiety about the future. It's helpful to periodically review your finances, considering any changes that may arise with age, such as increased medical expenses or costs related to home maintenance. Moreover, simplifying your financial obligations and reducing debt can provide an additional layer of security, ensuring that you are financially equipped to handle unexpected situations. A practical aspect of preparing for solo living in old age involves making your living environment safe and comfortable. Small adjustments, such as installing handrails, adequate lighting, and non-slip mats, can make a big difference. Additionally, it may be wise to declutter and organize your home to make everyday tasks easier and reduce the risk of accidents. Creating an environment where you feel secure, comfortable, and capable of moving around freely can foster a sense of control and confidence. Another dimension to consider is mental and emotional wellness. Solitude can be refreshing, but it's essential to keep the mind engaged and maintain a sense of purpose. Developing hobbies such as reading, gardening, or even learning a new skill can provide joy and stimulation. Keeping a journal or practicing mindfulness and meditation can help in managing stress and preserving mental clarity. Participating in community events or volunteering are also great ways to stay active and engaged with the world. Planning for self-care and medical needs is essential as well. Having a trusted healthcare provider, regular checkups, and a list of any medications is part of managing health effectively. You might also consider investing in home health monitoring devices, like blood pressure or glucose monitors, to keep track of your health independently. For those moments when extra help might be needed, knowing how to access nearby medical services or considering a medical alert system can provide added security. Lastly, a positive outlook and an adaptable mindset can make all the difference. Living alone in old age can be a time of rediscovering yourself, where personal preferences, interests, and joys are celebrated without compromise. Accepting that aging will bring change and being open to adapting as needed can allow for greater resilience and satisfaction. This stage of life is an opportunity to prioritize self-fulfillment and inner peace, focusing on the things that genuinely make you happy. In summary, preparing for a solo journey in old age involves a blend of practical planning, health maintenance, social connection, financial stability, and mental wellness. By proactively attending to these areas, you can create a life of independence, contentment, and inner peace. Living alone doesn't have to be a limitation. It can be a period of true freedom, where the space you create is entirely yours, filled with everything you need to live fully and joyfully. Embrace the possibility of solo living with confidence, knowing that the best years may indeed still lie ahead. As we've explored, the reasons why many elderly individuals choose to limit social interactions are both profound and deeply personal. This choice often stems from a desire to protect their inner peace, maintain independence, and simplify their lives. With age, they've grown to prioritize meaningful moments, personal well-being, and true serenity over the complexities of social expectations. While this journey might seem solitary, it is a purposeful path filled with self-discovery and inner growth. If this perspective resonates with you, or if you know someone who would benefit from understanding this, please like, share, and subscribe to support more insightful content. Together, let's continue to share and explore life's valuable lessons. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.